All right, we are back here with the ghoulish boatman. And did we finish talking to him?
The boatman has nothing more to say.
Okay, I guess we did finish talking to him. So, as I mentioned in the previous video, I think we're supposed to give him, just based on the points, I think we're supposed to give him one of these Daventry gold coins. Now, it was suggested that maybe we should try putting on the cape and the ruby ring, as we did in the as you do in the first King's Quest game. But I don't think that works. Let's go ahead and actually, I'll show you. Let me go ahead and put the stuff on. So we'll put on the cloak.
With a flourish, you fling the black cloak around your neck and fasten it.
Thank you, Graham, for not forgetting the all-important flourish. And yeah, it actually shows us wearing the cloak. It looks exactly like the cloak in King's Quest V, which Graham wears when he's going through the mountains. And you can put on the ring.
You are now wearing the beautiful ruby ring.
And you can even wear the cross necklace.
You place the silver cross.
Yeah, I think we did that before, but anyway. But
as you prepare to climb into the boat, the boatman extends his claw-like hand to you. Obviously, he no longer gives free rides.
yeah, it just doesn't work. So, I'll go ahead and restore this because I want to see what happens later if I'm not wearing the cloak and things like that. So, yeah, I think we just have to give him the, give him a coin.
The boatman accepts your payment and motions for you to climb into the boat.
Oh, we do that automatically. I didn't even have to click on the boat.
The shrouded ghoul paddles across the toxic lake to the shore on the other side.
Okay, so we're here. I'll go ahead and save again. I mean, I only did one thing, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and save here. Other side of Lack. So I'm not sure if it's possible to walk through these barbs without using the sugar cube. In the original King's Quest 2, it was barely possible. You pretty much had to save after every step. But if you were really like ridiculously careful and literally saved after like every step that Graham took, I think it was possible. I'm not sure if it's possible here. You can kind of go for a ways without...
Ouch! You feel the sharp brambles graze your skin. Your vision blurs and you begin to feel lightheaded. You feel a heavy coldness run through your entire body. Soon you are unable to stand. Finally, even your eyes become too heavy to keep open, and they close for the last time.
Sounds like being in math class. Anyway, so I don't know if that's possible, but I mean, come on, you don't have to. You eat the sugar cube. You eat the sugar cube and that's it.
After swallowing the magic sugar cube, you get a feeling of invincibility.
Yeah, you eat the sugar cube and that's all you have to do. So let's go.
The sharp thorns brush against your skin. However, instead of feeling intense pain, you only experience a slight tingling sensation. Evidently, the magic sugar cube did its job.
All right, here we are. So we're at the castle gates. I'll go ahead and save again. I know it's kind of ridiculous. I know I'm saving after pretty much every single action that I do, but I just don't want to waste time repeating actions if I die. So I think if we try to approach the doors now, we get killed by these ghosts.
The ghosts waver, as if being threatened by even the slightest breeze, yet something holds them in place. It may be nothing more than an intensely strong determination or sense of purpose that keeps the spirits anchored to this world. The ghosts, as they are non-corporeal, your hand would pass right through them. When you speak to the ghosts, they utter a mournful wail.
They really did too. It actually, I don't know if you heard it very well, but there was actually a sound effect that played of them saying, "Oh." Maybe these ghosts are just very constipated. Anyway, like I said, I think we just walk up to the doors.
The ghosts descend on you, sucking the life force right out of your body.
Yeah.
Maybe you're taking the can't beat 'em, join 'em philosophy a bit too literally.
So, let me see. I think in the original game, if you're wearing the cross, Wait, which one is it? Is it wearing the cross or is it wearing the cape that deters the ghosts? Let's try all three.
You play
Put on the cross, put on the cape,
with a...
and put on the ring.
You are now...
Does one of these deter the ghosts?
As you approach the ghosts wearing the black cloak, they seem to notice you, and then begin to drift away towards the cemetery.
Okay, so that does work. Which one is it? Is it the cross then?
You...
Oh.
Ghosts.
Okay.
Maybe you're taking
The cross obviously does not protect me against the ghosts. Okay, so it's probably the cloak then.
With a... As you approach the...
Yeah. Wearing the cloak makes them think that I'm Dracula. Or I guess it's not Dracula in this game, it's what's the guy's name? I forget the Count, whatever his name is. It's not Dracula, it's something else, but anyway. Can we actually... I think we're supposed to go to the cemetery here on the left. Yeah, we're supposed to... hold on, how does this work? I think we're supposed to look at something here.
Lord Herbert and Lady Lillian, 1646 to 1668. Loving parents of Anastasia, beloved son and daughter-in-law of Count Caldor and Countess Lavidia, our enemies be warned. Their untimely deaths shall be avenged.
Okay, so this is actually...
Lord Herbert and Lady Lillian,
okay.
1646 to 1668.
So Caldor,
parents of Anastasia,
Count Caldor is the guy whose castle this is. So this is Caldor's castle, and I guess Lavidia was the old lady. I guess Lavidia was his wife, or no? No, this is
Lillian, 1646 to 1668. Loving parents of Anastasia.
It is.
Beloved son and daughter-in-law of Count Caldor and Countess Lavidia.
That's right. Okay. So
their untimely deaths shall be avenged.
Wait, so it's a little complicated, but okay, maybe I should explain later because I'm not sure if that's a spoiler if I explain it now because I'm not sure if we're supposed to know what that means now. So okay, never mind. We'll come back to that later.
Mary Ann Drinkwater, 1230 to 1266.
Okay. Once again, I'm not going to read all of these. We can just
Douglas Buckmaster, 995.
Yeah, I think the rest of these are just for show. So if you want to read them, you can. But I'm not going to.
Susanna Somnia, 1195 to 1265. He had put her to bed after she'd had supper, but forgot next morning to stir and wake up her.
I don't think you necessarily need to wake somebody up. I think normally people don't die if they're not woken up, but what do I know?
This cemetery is one of the creepiest you have ever seen. You can't imagine it looking remotely pleasant, even in broad daylight. An icy wind pierces right through your clothes, and you shudder involuntarily. Tombs and crypts line the edge of this run-down cemetery. Though once grand and noble, years of neglect have obviously taken their toll on them. This grave is centrally located within the cemetery. A stone gargoyle rests atop it. You see the name on the headstone and swallow hard. It says, Count Caldor, died 1646. Though you did not think it possible, you suddenly feel a lot colder.
Okay, so this is the grave of Caldor, the count whose castle we're next to, and then these were his parents.
Lord Herbert and Lady Lillian.
Wait, no, duh.
To
Why do I keep getting it mixed up? These were his children. Right, these, or not children, one of these was his son, and then the other was his daughter-in-law, so the wife of his son. I don't know why I keep getting it mixed up. I keep forgetting who's parent and children and whatever.
M. Douglas and K. Turner. Date of death, 89. Casualties of the Rose War. Boris and Olga. There was an old couple named Olga and Stovich, who in truth made quite a nice pair. They lived with each other for many long years, till they wound up in each other's hair. Date of death, 1567.
That is, that's Boris and Olga from Quest for Glory 4. That's nice.
Alfred Chamberlain, 810 to 8.
Okay, I don't know.
Count Christopher Ivir, 1175.
Okay.
Tombs. Kitty, 1500 to 1510. Sudden did the illness come upon sweet Kitty, no longer young. There is nothing more that can be done. Her lives are up. She's had her fun.
Is that an actual cat? I'm not sure whether that's an actual... I saw the name Kitty, and I thought at first, wait, is that... Did they actually make a grave for a cat here? It's hard to tell, because sometimes, you know, women are called Kitty as sort of a nickname. I think...
Samuel You Believe, 1255 to 1300. This young man sought to be holy.
I'm not sure what... I mean, obviously the last name sounds like You Believe, but I'm not sure what the full joke is. Samuel You Believe? I don't know. I don't get it.
Count Bartholomew Scrooge, 1017 to 1101.
Oh, this is...
To warnings he would pay no mind. Of his failing, ailing health, his relatives, they'd bide their time. After all, he had great wealth.
Isn't that a reference to, But that's Ebenezer Scrooge, not Bartholomew Scrooge. I don't know. I don't know the deal. Anyway, let's go ahead and... I guess actually I need to come through here anyway. So let's go ahead and put on the cloak.
As you...
Get rid of the ghosts. And I'm just curious, do things change here in the cemetery if the ghosts are present? Because they're sort of...
As you step further into the cemetery, you can feel your life force slowly being sucked away by the disembodied spirits. You suddenly find yourself unable to move.
Oh dear.
The ethereal spirit... You top with the spirits and find only the...
Okay, hold on. So what am I supposed to do here? Because...
With a... As you...
So, going up here with the cloak gets the ghosts to leave and go to the cemetery. Do I need to, Hold on. I'm confused. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do now. If I just come here... Hold on, let me try putting on the, Does putting on the cross prevent them from killing me now?
As you step further into the cemetery...
Okay, clearly that doesn't help. What about wearing the ring?
You are... As you step further, you suddenly find... The ethereal... You top with the spirits and find only the graves.
Okay. Do I need to... wear the cross and the ring?
You are...
If not, then I'm really confused.
As you step further in...
Okay, let me do this then. Let me go ahead and quickly just look through the graves here.
Lord...
Because I'm not sure if... I'm not sure if some of these graves Graham needs to have read.
Count...
I don't know how the game logic works here. I think that we're probably supposed to look at these graves here before... Wait, did it say something?
M. Riggs and R. The last word is faded and you cannot read it. Probably just as well.
Wait a minute, what?
M. Riggs and R. Murtaugh. Date of death, 98. They got too old for that. The last word is faded and you cannot read it. Probably just as well.
What is the last word? Is the last word a swear word or something? Okay, I don't know. Anyway, okay, so we put on the cloak.
As you...
The ghosts leave. I'll save here again, just in case. I don't know if I need to have actually done something with the ghosts. Hold on, let me just quickly check. Let me just quickly check my my walkthrough because I'm just a little bit I am just a bit... Okay, I guess not. I guess I don't need to do anything with the ghosts. Okay, never mind. Okay, so here's the door.
The main entrance to the castle is a set of heavy wooden doors. It looks to be fairly solid. It also looks to be entirely unwelcoming. As you reach to push the massive doors open, you realize there are no handles. The only thing visible is a small keyhole, which slightly resembles a cross.
Indeed, and that's a pretty... Oh, kind of paused the game just as that lightning flash happened. So yeah, it's not too hard to figure out. The cross is the key to the door.
Having an idea, you push the crucifix into the cross-shaped keyhole. It fits. You hear a click, and the door unlocks. You push the heavy wooden door open, take a deep breath, and step nervously inside the castle entrance. The moment you enter the great hall of the castle, you begin shivering uncontrollably, and not just from the cold. This place has an air of death wherever you go. As if creeping around this huge castle was not enough, knowing full well that an undead creature resides here would unnerve even the most stout-hearted of adventurers, you feel desperate to get what you came for, and anxious to leave as quickly as possible.
Yes. So, let's go ahead and save again. I know I'm probably saving too much, but I just do it reflexively whenever we're in a dangerous situation. So let's take a look around.
The portraits on the wall depict the couple who once lived here. They look young and proud. Behind the mask of apathy that comes with aristocracy, there's a certain kindness in their eyes. You should leave the portraits here. They may well be missed, and that being the case, you might go missing as well. Some barrels and boxes have been stacked here. You presume they are just storage containers, nothing to be concerned about. Expecting them to be filled with mushrooms or potions? Think again. The fireplace looks as if it has not been used in quite a long time. You shudder, both from the cold and from the thought that the resident likely has no need of a warm house.
Maybe he just likes cold temperatures.
There is no wood, and as such, you cannot start a fire. You admire the twin chandeliers. You decide that you simply must have replicas made for your own throne room someday. There is a legend of a man who jumped off a high staircase, caught hold of a chandelier, did some impressive acrobatics, and escaped his enemies in great style. That man was not you.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, let's see. What's back here? Ooh, a library.
This bookcase appears to recount the entire family history of the past counts of Kalima. The line apparently dates back many, many centuries.
Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and pause here to read all the books.
You are not interested in a family history lesson. Perhaps another time.
That's not true, actually. I'm quite interested. I'd like to read all the books on that shelf.
These books pertain to the ever-expanding world of science. As you skim over the titles, you see one that says, Evidence of a Spherical World. You shake your head. What will they think of next? Science has always been a controversial subject in your mind. You'd rather hang on to the perception of the world that you were brought up with.
Okay, that's a bit, that could be a bit controversial, portraying King Graham as being not a man of science. I think some people would beg to differ with that characterization of Graham.
This would appear to be the classic fiction section. You have no interest.
That's not true. I am interested in those books.
It is a collection of literature dealing with the arrival of the first mages and what became of their descendants, who were and are all mages themselves. Evidently, the Count must be one such descendant, hence his apparent interest in the subject.
Okay, so the Count is a mage.
Even though you would like to read up on how Daventry's own first king arrived with the others of his kind, you have more important things to do right now. This marble bust must be of a past Count. While it has some resemblance to the current one, the face looks markedly different from that of the town statue. The bust, being made of marble, is smooth and cold to the touch. Losing your marbles? 3 candelabras provide some welcome illumination in this otherwise dark and dismal castle. If the candelabras get knocked over, the carpet will rapidly go up in flames. Think of all the collected works that would be lost if the library was destroyed. And there's your own safety to consider.
I like the order that the game listed those in. First, the game said, think about all these books going up in flames, and then there's your own safety. I mean, the books could be destroyed. Oh, and you might die too. Well, perhaps the books are more valuable than Graham's own life. Who knows? I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person who sees this screen and immediately thinks, this is that screen in King's Quest IV. You know, when you come in, so there's the parlor on the right here, and then you go through the secret entrance on the left, and bam, this is that room. Staircase going up, shovel against the wall, torch burning on the wall. This is that scene from King's Quest IV. Tell me I'm not the only one who thought that when I saw this. I'm sure I'm not.
An old shovel rests against the stone wall. It looks well used. You take the shovel into your possession.
Okay. And, can we go up the stairs? Yes, we can, but there's not much here.
The window looks out onto the island far below. Through it, you see that the bricks of the castle might provide some footholds if you are inclined to go climbing.
Okay, let's go climbing.
You are not desperate enough to climb out the window. You can exit through the front door.
Alright, alright. There's really nothing here. It looks kind of like that room in the original King's Quest II where there's that chest with the tiara, but it's not. There's actually nothing here. Alright. Can Graham fall off the stairs? Apparently not. It's not like King's Quest IV where you die immediately if you fall off the stairs. I think we're supposed to...
A torch has been mounted to the wall here. It does little to cheer up the place, even when lit. You are unable to remove the torch from the wall.
I think, though, we are supposed to light our candle here.
You hold your candle up to the blazing torch. It catches. Your candle is now lit.
Yeah, I think there's a dark place later where we need to do that. Anyway, okay, let's come over here then. I don't think there's anything back here. Yeah, there's no entrance or any way to go there, so we have to, yeah, let's go the only way left.
This is just a small storage room. Rows of red wine barrels are neatly stacked and piled along the wall. At least you think they contain wine. Seeing nothing else of real importance, you head back into the dining room. It is a long dining table completely covered with dust. Scratches scar the legs of the table. Climbing onto the table might look briefly heroic, then it would look silly. You don't have time to sit around. 8 chairs have been placed around the table. You have a hard time imagining a joyous company of people celebrating in this cold room.
Alright, well, let's move on then.
The staircase beyond is very dark. Fortunately, your candle provides just enough light to see where you are going.
Yeah, I think this is where we obviously need the candle, so... oh boy. Alright. Do I end on a cliffhanger? Yeah, let's end on a cliffhanger. Sorry, folks, but, oh. That startled me just for a moment. It was just, yeah, it's just a rat, but I thought, whoa, what the heck was that? Okay, let's go ahead and end it here, and we'll see what's in the coffin next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you then. Bye-bye for now.